Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Mario and today is the first episode of Will It Twinkie. Stick around. So today we're making an omelet. And not only are we making an omelet, but this is going to be a first for me because I'm also going to make a keto omelet. So let's see how that goes. So I'm going to start the potatoes first because those need to soak a little bit. I am going to sharpen this knife. I don't need to do a full sharpen. I'm just going to strike it against the ceramic a couple of times. I really love this knife ever since I started sharpening them. It does a great job. I want to cut these into tiny cubes. So that's going to be ideal for the omelet I'm making. Okay, we're going to get these soaking and prepped so I can start everything else. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of Evo in here, maybe a tablespoon or two. Some pink Himalayan salt. Some fresh ground pepper. And a little bit of garlic powder. Give that a quick mix. Okay, and even though they're oiled, I'm going to put a little bit in the air fryer basket. And of course, these are not going to be part of the keto recipe, but this is part of my regular omelet. Shake this up a bit. Let's get it in the air fryer. 400. We'll start this at about 10 minutes, just to remind myself to mix these up a little bit. While the pan's heating up, I am going to cut some bacon up. Get some of that bacon in there, right? Now I also have some of these Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages. They do have some sugar in it, so it's really not keto friendly. However, you can get some fresh ground pork or turkey or whatever you want to do as well. So I'm going to put these in the microwave for about a minute to defrost them, and then I'll put them in the pan alongside the bacon. All right, sausage in. Now these sausage are pre-cooked, so really I could just heat them up in the microwave for about a minute and then cut them up and put them in the pans, but I like to brown them up just a little bit. Okay, the potatoes will be going 10 minutes. They're coming along nice. They will need a little more time, 5 to 10 minutes. We'll let this keep going. Okay, potatoes will be going 14 minutes. Let's take a look. And I think those look good. All right, I think the turkey is pretty much the way I want it, so I'm going to take those out because I got to cut those up. Now I just want to point something out. Since these Jimmy Dean sausages have sugars in them, you probably wouldn't want to cook those with the bacon, especially if you're going to use the bacon fat for cooking some of the other keto-based foods. You would probably want to, cook everything keto-based first and then everything else later. If you want to reuse this lovely bacon fat. Okay, time to remove this bacon. Now, depending how crispy you like your bacon, leave it in there a little longer. However, it will get cooked a little bit more when it's in the Twinkie pans. Now, I'm going to cut these sausages a couple of different ways, only because the Twinkie pan is long enough that you probably don't need to cut them up. But I'll do some in chunks, some long ways, and some other ways. Okay, I got some green peppers here, some onions. One more green pepper. Now I'm not putting either of these in the keto-based ones, so I'm not worried about any of the sugars from the onion or anything like that, but we'll get these cooking just a little bit. Okay, these are about ready, so I think we're going to start to assemble our Twinkie omelets. These will both fit in my Breville, so I can air fry these pretty easily. However, if you want to cook it in the air fryer, that's pretty easy too. I don't think I'm going to do that today, but I have these silicone cupcake thingies. So, you can put them in here and throw them in your air fryer as well. Now, from what I understand, this is a Canadian Twinkie pan, and this is, the more traditional Twinkie pan. And the difference is like, this is a 4-inch wide Twinkie, where this is like 4.5, 4 3/4. Okay, I don't know how many eggs I'm going to need for this, so I'm just going to start with 3, and if I need more, I'll do more. I am not going to add any salt or pepper to this. Alright, first I'm going to get some potatoes in some of these. Bacon will be going in all of them. Now for the keto part of this, you probably would want to use the Canadian pan because that would be a lot of egg in here, unless you're putting in a lot of other fillers. Okay, I have the sausage. I think we're good. I am not going to put sausage in these here. Okay, for the onions and peppers, I am going to put them in at least half of them. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make these two right here. I guess I want to call them semi-keto. You know, as I said, they're keto now. However, they say if you want to add a little bit of onion, you can do that. You know, knowing that there is, you know, the sugars. Again, I am not a keto expert, so if I misspeak and you are an expert, please correct me. It's easy to hit that thumbs down button and not make a comment. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more eggs, but let's start anyway. And I forgot one of the most important parts. Cheese. Cheddar cheese. I knew I was missing something, folks. Let me put some of that cheese on top. In fact, what I'm going to do is finish up the rest of these and then do the cheese, because the cheese is going on everything. Very good. Alright. And when you believe it, I still need another egg. To be honest, I don't remember how many eggs I had put in. I think I want to say I did possibly 8. And I should have, from the start, put in 1 egg per Twinkie spot. And we would have been probably fine at that point. Ideally, you'd want to cover everything, but I think we're okay. Alright, I think it's going to take a little too long to grate with this thing. So I have this. It's going to make a good mess. This is a Cracker Barrel sharp, or extra sharp. Meant to chop this in at the beginning of the video, or chop it up I should say. Cheese is everywhere except I want it to be where I want it to be. Alright, next step. Okay, air fry, 350. This is going to preheat. Interesting thing, when you go from convection to super convection, it'll actually change your temperatures on you based on that. So that's interesting. And almost as if the Breville adjusts itself depending on the setting. Because if you do air fryer without the convection, it's really just an oven, right? So if you have it at 375 and you turn on convection, it goes to 350. You know, one thing I forgot to add in here before the cheese is a little salsa. Debating which ones to put it in. Maybe I'll put it in the non-keto, just so we still have it. Now I probably should add a little more cheese to this, but I don't want the salsa on top, but it is what it is. Again, you want to put the salsa in before you put the cheese in. That's okay. And I'm adding more salsa just because it's the end of the bottle here. Oh, beeping, preheating's done. Let's get these in the oven. Now with that salsa being on top, I don't know if it's going to affect the way this thing cooks, but we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Halftime here. Down below in the description, you will find links to my Facebook, Instagram, and all those other plus thingies. So subscribe if you want to see daily updates from me there. Again, this is my first keto experiment. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong here. However, y'all all got to start somewhere. I was looking at my original video that I posted back in August 2017, and I look at that and I laugh, and I look at now, and I've improved, obviously. So I'm starting from ground zero here again. So I appreciate any feedback you can give me. Constructive criticism is welcome. Another thing is it's actually Thanksgiving morning. I don't know if I'll be able to get this video out today. However, I will try to get it out for Friday or Black Friday shopping. I'll be working, but I'm sure many of you will have the day off. I hope you enjoyed your day off. Let's get back. All right, let's take a quick look at these. Okay, so from what I can see here, the egg ones actually, well, the keto based ones actually look like they might be done. So I'll pull those out, and that's a note for next time. Ooh, hot. Oh, that's not keto anymore. All right, we'll stick those there, and let's get these back in the oven. We'll let these go maybe another 5 minutes. Okay, there are the keto ones. Try a little bit here. Hey, it's a bacon, egg, and cheese basically, without the bread. Cool. It's actually what I would expect to be. Again, it's a bacon, egg, and cheese, just without the bread. So let's give the other ones a few minutes more, because those include sausage, salsa, pepper, onion. Need I say more? Okay, I think we're good here. Let's give it a look. Look at that. All right, we're gonna let this cool for a couple of minutes before we try to pull it out. Now, as a recap, these all had bacon in them. These had the, I want to say the cut up sausages, and these had the whole, and these just had the added salsa and peppers and onions. I think they are very fragile because there's so much in them. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get those out of there. I have a feeling they are going to break apart. Oops. Yep. So we'll take out one of the sausage ones, and these are the semi-keto ones, or I'm calling them semi-keto. They either probably are or are not. That one worked out better. And let's take out one of these, because I think this might hold up better if this had the entire length of the sausage. Yeah. All right. Set this aside. Let's give these a go. Okay. Well, let's get myself a fork. Okay, we're gonna try the one that has everything in it, but the sausages are chopped up. Oh, a lot of flavor in that. I like that. The chopped up one, the chopped up sausage one, might be better if you like cutting it with a fork and eating pieces. Otherwise, it might break apart. Oh, that's good. This is very similar to what I did with the breakfast bowl. You may recall, I'll pop a link up in the description, but basically I made the breakfast bowl two ways. One with the regular bowl, and one where I used the tortilla, put it in the Belgian bowl waffle maker, made a shell out of it, made it like that. This is pretty good. No complaints here. There's a lot more prep time. There's a lot more prep time involved, obviously. Now I'm going to try the one that is bacon, egg, cheese, and then there's some onions, green peppers, and salsa, but no sausage. Okay. This is my take on the one without the sausage. There's a lot more I want to say creaminess to it, because you don't have the sausage in there or the potatoes. That's the other thing. There's potatoes in the other one, so it's very filling. But these are actually pretty good. Now, as far as the keto end of it, as I said, I am not a keto expert. In fact, if I was to make a bacon, egg, and cheese, the only thing that wouldn't be keto about it would be the bagel. But my brother is very much into the whole food nutrition thing, and he made some decisions to you know, get healthy, and he went keto, and I think he lost like 85 pounds, and he looks great. And I was talking to him recently, and he says, yeah, I went out for a run. I said, a run? I said, you mean a jog? He goes, no, a run. I said, I thought you had a knee problem. He goes, nope, not ever since I started dieting, going on keto. I've been eating right, eat foods to strengthen the muscles. And he goes, yeah, I run 3 5K every day, no problem. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So keto is one of those big lifestyle changes. Like right now, I'm trying to eliminate bread in itself. Like, I don't want to have just a piece of bread just because I'm hungry. Hey, I'll just grab a roll, piece of bread. And instead of a sub, what I've been doing, if you look at my video, again, I'll try to post a link to my 60-second snack. So instead of making an Italian sandwich with a big sub roll, I just get a thin breadstick, wrap the meat and the cheese around that, and it's still plenty filling. Yeah, there's still the breadstick, but it's not like a big sub roll. I would really love some feedback from everybody, good or bad, what you would like to see. I'd really like to also do a video with my brother and go over these topics. Maybe we'll make it a live chat so you can ask questions as well. So let's recap here on the keto. You had the bacon, the egg, and the extra sharp white cheddar. The one step above that, I added, in addition to the bacon, egg, and cheese, I added onion and green pepper, as well as salsa. On the step above that, I added the sausage and the potatoes. That's like 8 things in there, and a tiny little neat package. Well, it would have been neat if I didn't destroy it on the way out. Now, as it was explained to me for the keto portion, the bacon, egg, and cheese is keto. You can add onion, however, there are natural sugars in onion. So if you want to stay true to the keto, I guess, you wouldn't put onion in there. However, if you're willing to accept the fact that, there's sugars in there, you could add it in for taste, flavors, whatever. Anyway, I think this was extremely successful. I'm very happy with the first episode of Will It Twinkie and my introduction to a keto dish here. Anyway, I would really like your input on this, good or bad, suggestions. Maybe you want to suggest an upcoming keto or Will It Twinkie episode, and I'd be happy to oblige if possible. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm putting out a new video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. No air fried unplugged today, folks. The Breville always stays plugged in.